The picture shows the command building of the Birago Barracks, built in 1913. Between 21st of April 1944 and 15th of April 1945, the whole barracks area served as a concentration camp. After their arrival, the first inmates had to erect wooden barracks in addition to the existing buildings. The camp was supposed to be able to accommodate a total of 7,000 prisoners, but by January 1945, the number of prisoners had risen to over 10,000. By comparison, the town of Melk today has about 5,300 inhabitants. The barracks are a central part of the townscape of Melk and are visible from afar. It is located on a hill directly opposite the Melk monastery. On the aerial photograph from December 1944, the Melk railway station in the city center is also marked. The entrance to the concentration camp was located where the entrance is still located today. Here we see a current picture of the entrance area. And here in comparison a drawing of the former prisoner Michael Kraus, who was deported to Melk in January 1945 at the age of 14, categorized by the SS as a Czech Jew. He later reported on his arrival.
Melk on the Danube is a very beautiful town. We got off at a small station. The guards ordered us into rows of 5 and shortly afterwards we marched off. We marched for a long time through the snowy city, through streets lined with beautiful villas and gardens. Written signs everywhere, German clubs and offices, posters everywhere. Then it went steeply uphill. It was already getting dark when they counted us in front of the gate and then led us in groups of hundreds into the camp.
The drawing by Michael Kraus shows that there were 2 entrances, which divided the camp into 2 strictly separated areas. On the one hand there was the SS and administration area, where the command building, for example, was located. In Melk the camp commander had his office in the building already shown on the first picture. Here you can see it at the top of the picture. To the right below it and on the opposite side of the street were the quarters of the Waffen-SS and Air Force soldiers who had to guard the camp. The second entrance led into the protective custody camp, where the concentration camp inmates had to stay. The protective custody camp was surrounded by barbed wire charged with high voltage, which in this model is marked by the red line. Also visible here are the wooden watchtowers that surrounded the camp. On top of them were guards who were supposed to prevent the escape of the prisoners by using weapons if necessary. The buildings in white still exist today, while the brown-colored buildings, mainly wooden barracks, were dismantled and sold after the end of the war in 1945. At the end of the second part of our tour I would like to show you this drawing by former Melk prisoner Daniel Biquet-Audrin. It shows the return of the prisoners from forced labor in the tunnels. Every working day began and ended for the prisoners on the roll call square, which we will focus on in the next part of our tour.